Hey everyone, welcome to our newest Cats and Rats alongside the BigCeaz Hangout here. I'm your host, Kirby Lupo, joined alongside my co-host for today, BigCeaz and Nick Levine. Might have a guest or two popping by a little bit later here, but before we do get started, I just want to mention a contest announcement coming up here on the next Cats and Rats episode. It's going to be the Nico Mikkola signed autograph. Nick, you might have it later there. I threw you kind of on the spot, but you might have it there. But make sure you are listening to that pod. There it is, right there. Thank you, Nick.
JSA certified, of course.
JSA certified. You're listening to that episode as well. I just want another housekeeping item here. We are now super chat eligible, so I'm going to put that here on the screen.
And we are now monetized.
Yes.
That's right. Yes. So even though we are monetized, we are still an independent channel. Yeah. We are not affiliated with any networks. So we are very fan driven and fan fueled. So we appreciate all donations online, offline towards our channel so that we can keep growing and keep bringing you great content and have all these contests ahead. We've got a lot of good contests ahead. But Caesar, you have some announcements over on your channel this past week, a special guest you had.
Yes, so everybody needs to tune into the BigCeaz show. So whoever isn't subscribed on there, please subscribe. We have such an awesome guest this week, and I got a chance to hang out and shoot it up with him a little bit. Anthony Duclair, former Florida Panther, current Islander, such an awesome guy. He does such great work with the community, and especially down here in South Florida, trying to get the game of hockey more diverse and grow the game with the people of color. So I think he does an amazing job. Everybody loved him here when he was in South Florida. Obviously, he played for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So a couple great stories there. So yeah, the show is going to air tomorrow, Monday at 7 p.m. So be sure to catch that. And there will be a giveaway as well this week on my channel for some sunglasses for Active Blue. They are currently giving away some of their sunglasses. They're really awesome. So be sure to tune in there as well, guys. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, big get there on the BigCeaz channel. And last week, if you guys are still catching up, you're just getting back in that hockey swing of things or football swing of things, and you're tuning in to our channel here. We had Peter Worrell on last week, and then BigCeaz had Nick Tarnasky on, a couple big-time enforcers for the Florida.
How funny was that? Both of us getting two enforcers at the same time, right?
Right, and we asked, like, it was so interesting, Caesar, because I asked the question to Peter Worrell, like, did you get amped up before fights going in and stuff like that? He's like, no, I was watching Survivor.
Right.
And my roommate would come in, Darcy Hordichak, and he'd be like, we got to watch fight film. And then I listened to Nick Tarnasky, and like, Nick Tarnasky was pretty nervous, rightfully so, going into Philadelphia every night when he had to and fight one of their 2-3 enforcers that they had on the team at the time. Right?
Two completely different answers. And, you know, it goes to show you that everybody's a little bit different, right? Tarnasky talked about, hey, you know, we knew we were going to Philadelphia. So I thought about it that morning when I woke up. It's like, who am I going to fight today? How's it going to start? You know? And Worrell was one of those guys. It's like, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well. So
right, yeah. And he's like, I didn't lose too many. And that's
no,
true.
And you know, honestly, like I actually got to see him that same week you guys interviewed him, which was so coincidental and accidental as well. Went to the South Flow beach on the rink, and it was or rink on the beach, should I say? And it was so awesome just to meet the guys there. And then I look over in my eye, in the corner of my eye, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that Peter Worrell? And the person next to me, this young woman, she's like, that looks like Shaquille O'Neal. I'm like, he's as tall as him, but no, that's not Shaq. So I went over there and I introduced myself, got to talk a little bit with him, and he still gave a little shit to Nick here.
I was kind of waiting for my way to get in there.
And you saw Johnny Lazarus and some other people that have been.
Yes. Johnny Lazarus was such an awesome person to meet. We ended up exchanging. I exchanged my rat for his stick, so I think he won the trade. Being back-to-back Stanley champions. No, he was really awesome. Got to meet a lot of people there. It was a community charity event for to actually bring awareness to autism, because they have an autism hockey program, and they do that every week at the War Memorial and at the ice den, and they're at the ice rink on the beach. So it's something that I wanted to go out there and support and continue awareness to, right?
I got to listen to the Anthony Duclair episode too, Nick, because I think they talk about synthetic ice on that episode.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been on a sheet of synthetic ice, so I got to learn some stuff.
We haven't been to South Florida, so.
Well, Nick,
by the way.
Nick, how would you compare real ice synthetic, just for the audience? You know,
Yeah.
Some are they don't skate, you know, like people.
I mean, when you talk about synthetic ice, I used to do like a lot of rollerblading as a kid, so there's that. I don't think I've ever really. It's been forever. I can't even remember the last time I was on synthetic ice. I was probably 7, 8 years old. So
when you're learning to skate programs and stuff like that.
Yeah, and even just like whatever you like, there's a lot of rollerblading rinks and synthetic ice things over there. So it's been a hell of a long time. Holy shit.
There's a comment there. We're going to get to some of the comments here as we are trying to wait for a guest here. But I do want to point down to the bottom there. Around 30% of our subscribers are not subscribed. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on the videos too. That helps with the algorithms. I don't know if you've looked into your numbers, Caesar, but I was looking at some numbers here in the summer, and it's like we were getting a lot of views. We're getting a lot of live audience. We appreciate you all, but we do have to get you guys subscribed if you do come by even once. Just click that button. It takes like 1 second.
Especially if you're going to be entering in these competitions, you know, we want to be able to find you guys and be able to pick you guys as winners, right?
Yes.
So,
please just follow.
We can't pick you as winners if you're not publicly subscribed. So
publicly subscribed. So
publicly subscribe.
And you know, we're all doing this because we love, you know, interacting with the fans. You know, we're not getting paid for this, so you know, anything that you guys do to help us out, it's gonna tremendously
very much appreciated.
Help grow the program, help grow the channels, and
help us
really
get
appreciate
that. You guys name a lot of big time guests, and like we'll do our best. But like we have to grow the channel, and growing the channel is getting you guys to subscribe, right? Like you can do little things; they don't have to be monetary.
And guys, don't forget to share. Like, tell your friends about it. Hey, go check out the Cats and Rats podcast. Go check out the BigCeaz show. You guys are gonna really like it. You guys love hockey. You guys love interacting or getting to know the players. Go check these guys out. Go check their channels out. So the more you guys share and tell other people about it, the more we're gonna be growing as well. So we really appreciate everything, and we do this because of you guys. We love you guys. We love interacting with the fans. Me going to the rinks, talking to you guys about hockey, talking to you about sports in general. It's so much fun.
Sorry, did we have questions there, Nick? Did you have something?
Oh no, I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit more on that. Like I was watching back at some of the after games, the playoff games, that 2-3 months late night with you guys. That was so much fun. Like looking back at it, especially. So I mean, we had a lot of interesting comments, couple of rants. Ups and downs for sure. But
the chat was active. We didn't see it on the screen.
Especially that Toronto series. Oh,
it's crazy. I remember that Toronto series. A friend of mine from California texted me. He's a New York Giants fan. He's like, well, seems like the Panthers are going to be out. And I was like, really? I don't think so, bro. And he did not end up texting me until recently this weekend. I was like, hey, what happened? I haven't heard from you in like months. And he's like, oh, well, I don't really know about hockey. I was like, oh, all of a sudden, huh?
Appreciate it, Lucas. Shout out Lucas here for $2.
Lucas.
Oh, Lucas, how's it going? Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate it so much.
Leave that on the screen there. What's it called? I wanted to ask Kirby because he's got family in Edmonton.
No, but okay, good. Before you ask me, I want to jump back to Caesar very quickly here. Caesar, this is why I say you got to put your money where your mouth is, or do some type of community bet. If you got people running their mouth, hey, tell that person, give me odds. The Leafs are up 2-0. We're still going to win.
Honestly, he's a New York Giants fan, so I mean,
yeah, but I'm not going to let people run their mouth. They're not running their mouths in this community. If they want to step up,
I didn't let Paul Business.
I'm not letting people run their mouths. That's not how
I didn't let Busy Boy run his mouth. So I mean,
he should have been giving you a whole bunch of sticks and helmets and stuff. Sorry there, Nick, to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Oiler fans seem a little quiet. I mean, how are they taking the loss? They're actually taking it better than I thought, unless they're shell shocked.
Well, Adam in our community, he still hears them every day and saying stuff on Twitter. I don't pay attention to all that chatter and noise and things like that, but I don't know. It was a little bit more like dramatic for as us as content creators than I would say the 2024 run, Nick. The 2023 season. Yeah, you guys ever want to be a content creator? Well, go back and see some of that. See if you can hang in there, hang in the batter's box, so to speak. There, that was interesting, right? Nick. Nightly basis.
Out of all the years for that shit to happen, it didn't make sense. Stahl, Mahura, the other Stahl, Colin White. I'm not going to mention Colin White again. Zach Dalpe,
Casey Fitzgerald.
I don't know how that team made
that roster started this entire run, which is going to
that's crazy.
Wow.
And yeah, that shows the brilliance of Bill Zito. If you guys haven't checked out our GM ranking episode, you'll see where we ranked Bill Zito versus where the NHL thinks of him. We could have put him on his own tier. Maybe we made that mistake. Hey, but we can amend that mistake, Nick, when we do the head coach ranking.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, and we talked a little bit yesterday or this past week too with DeClaire. Being with Bill Zito, how he's changed the organization and things like that. So really interesting to hear from him. And, it's crazy how, there's starting to be a little bit more of a general manager position of change where you're getting more agents to be more involved with the organizations, right? And maybe that's due to their interactions with the players, interactions with owners and team managers, right? So, I mean, I think that's something that we could see more in the future. What do you guys think?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you take a look. I'll just mention Florida, for example. And I'll just take a look at the track record, right? Like 2 Stanley Cups in 5 seasons. I mean, for Bill Zito, President's Trophy. I think what do we have? 4 or 3 division championships, or 2? I think we're at 2, but 2 division champs. It's just kind of crazy to think. I was looking at that the other day. I'm like, wow, 5 years, 2 Stanley Cups, 5 playoff appearances. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and you even had those division. We were having a good battle with one of our co-hosts, Vince, about our former management team, and we had division titles there. Remember, the Leafs haven't had a division title since the early 2000s. So the Panthers, we had division titles. You Miami Marlins fans, you know that your history with that record. So again, the Panthers have done that. They just haven't. And Caesar, we've talked about this a lot, and you've talked about even on your old podcast show. They just weren't able to build on successful seasons, right?
No, and I think the biggest key too, and I think Jessica Blaylock said it on my show too, the acquisition of Patrick Hornquist, right? And I think that kind of changed the mentality of them winning. And then the addition to Matthew Tkachuk as well, right? So, just having those 2 players
tied in with Paul Maurice there.
Exactly.
So we have our first guest here now. You've heard his name on the channel a bunch. We've been promoting the Broward County Convention Center is hosting the Hobby Card Show August 23rd and 24th. We're going to be giving away free tickets to the show today. So thank you to everybody who entered into that giveaway. But the man who's running the show, please, everybody, thank you for coming on, Andrew Hoffman. How you doing, Andrew?
Hey, good, man. How are you guys? I appreciate you having me.
Of course.
What's going on, Andrew? Good to
have you
on the show.
So I just
thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask a little bit if you wanted to say anything on the Hobby Card Show.
Sorry about that.
Who else? Obviously, you have some exciting guests, but what exactly is it? Where could people sign up elsewhere outside of, where we've been promoting?
Yeah, so it's a great summer event that we put on each year for all the fans. It's in Fort Lauderdale at the Broward County Convention Center. You could buy tickets on our website, www.thehobbycardshow.com, and then a bunch of local stores are selling tickets for us as well. So a couple different places you can buy tickets at.
Awesome. Nick, we also have that promo code as well.
Yes, I'll get that pulled up in just a second here, but we're actually talking a little bit, Andrew, about the Panthers obviously being in South Florida such a long time. What's it like seeing the evolution, not just the evolution, the complete skyrocketing of them?
I mean, I was here when they were playing in Miami, however many, 30 plus years ago. And to see what they've done for South Florida over these past, not even 2 years, but probably the past 4 years, I would say, when they started really, putting a solid team together. It's created a whole new fan base for South Florida, which I love. I played hockey my whole life growing up. That was my sport. So to see, how much has grown in our hometown is pretty amazing.
And I think, Andrew, when you see the attendance here and how this event will be, it's just going to be, I think something to take in because we've had different shows that we've had here, the Caneswear signings, Nick, that I know you were at. So Nick, that's going to be something to see. And I know, Nick, you went to some of the signings as well, just to see kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I just
played
say,
in hockey league, right?
like events like this, like, I don't know if you know, back like this was like 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. They used to do this Panther Fan Fest at the Ice Den. It was called
Yeah.
time, and that was like the biggest event and the closest thing we got to what we're seeing now. But you just see all the signing events, the card shows. Like we've been like Miami Dolphins, Heat. I was here. We're all here for the when they were good, right? And kind of seeing that same excitement and the same pandemonium for the Panthers. It's surreal. Like you used to go around, see a Panther hat, like, oh, what the hell are they wearing, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like common thing. Like I moved to Tampa for school 3 years ago. And it was like that's when they were like they were at the end of their run. I take credit for that, by the way. It was Tampa Bay signs everywhere. They had Tom Brady, but the Tampa Bay Lightning, like they were right there with them. Everywhere you looked, it was Lightning on the cars, hats, all over the city. They loved their team, and it's kind of surreal to see the same thing here now.
Listen, Florida's taking over for hockey in general. South Florida, North, everywhere. We're the hockey state now for the past few years.
No. So I did want to just ask. We were going to talk a bit about what's it called here? Sorry about that. I just got a text. We were going to talk a little bit about maybe some guests that are coming to the Hobby Card Show. Brad
So we we try to put a really good cast together, so that way when the fans come out they can meet not just one maybe star that they love, but a couple. So we have some current players, we have some retired players, we have some Hall of Famers. So Panther wise, we have Keith Ando coming out from the Panthers years ago, Spitting Chicklets podcast, really big right now.
BigCeaz knows him well here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be our show. I'm pretty cool. Excited to meet him. From last year's Cup team, last year meaning 2024's team, we got Lundberg and Nick Cousins both coming. So Lundberg fan favorite. Cousins people really enjoy. A lot of people who are trying to complete like a set that they have for all the autographs from the 2024 team. A lot of people are missing Nick Cousins, so this will be an opportunity for them to get him. And then we also have from this year's team, one of the main stars, the one who I think was a huge part of us winning a second cup was Brad Marchand. So we actually got him. He's going to be there as well. So super excited to meet him. Stanley C. Panther's going to be there to meet the kids, just have like a little fun experience with them. And then outside of hockey, we got Miami Heat legend Udonis Haslem, so he's coming as well. He was on the Heat for 21 years. So
I ended up going to see his last game of his Miami Heat career, where he scored like 24 points in that game, which was insane. It was awesome.
Yeah, if you think of Miami Heat, you think of a couple of players. Obviously, Wade, obviously, and LeBron when they were there. But everyone always mentions Haslam as well. He's been on that team for years and years and years. Great teams, couple championships. So we're excited to have him. And then outside of him, we have some Hall of Famers. We got Jim Kelly, who was a UM alumni, obviously Buffalo Bills quarterback. Andre Dawson, who played on the Marlins towards the end of his career, also Hall of Famer. Doc Gooden is actually going to be coming, pitcher for Yankees and Mets. And then something we didn't do last year, which we're doing this year, we're bringing some UFC people. So we got Paige Van Zant and her husband, Austin Vanderford. So we're actually really excited to have them, come. And they're actually going to be, they're going to do a free meet and greet. So you can come out, take pictures, get autographs, and they're completely free, no charge at all. So that's pretty cool of them to do that. So listen, we got a really good lineup, a lot of people. We have actually I don't want to forget, we have Olympic gold medalist Bob Beeman, who's also going to be at the show. He was from the 1960s gold medalist team, so it's pretty cool to get a Olympian gold medalist to our show as well. So as I said, we have pretty much all the sports covered, old guys, new guys. So it should be a really really fun, exciting event.
I like that you have that mix there, Andrew. Is this your spotlight event of the year? Or are you going to be doing other ones coming up throughout the hockey season here, we'll say?
Yeah, so right now, this is our big show. So our big show we do once a year at the end of the summertime, at the end of August, in a 2-day event this year. We're looking to do 2 smaller shows in kind of like December and April in the Parkland area. Actually, is where we're looking for the location. There's a Marriott. We're looking to take a portion of the Marriott convention there. To do much smaller shows than that, but every summer, we always look out for our show. Next summer, we're going to do the same thing, even a bigger show, more athletes. So that's what we're going to do year in and year out.
Sometimes those smaller shows are better though, because you get to talk to those vendors, and then some of the celebrities that you're bringing there, you might get more time with them or something.
100%, and I agree with you without a doubt. I there's a couple of smaller shows that we go to all the time. The Boca Raton card show that we go to every other month. The Coral Springs card show. So we're a big supporter of all the local shows, and they support us. We support them. It's a really good family.
Nick, Caesar.
Basically, no, I mean, I think that's great, and it's good to get the community involved and things like that, and just getting different types of athletes from different sports, and and people, not only that, but athletes that have been living here in South Florida, right?
Mm-hmm.
That way they can interact with people and let them know like how it's been to get to where they're at. So that'll be cool to see. I guess where can people find you guys?
Yeah, so our biggest thing is going to be our website, www.thehobbycardshow.com. We have tickets on sale, so they're actually a little bit discounted for the month of August instead of buying them the day of the event at the door. Obviously, you can definitely buy them the day of. All the athletes are also available for pre-sale. Like Brad Marshall and a couple of the guys, once we have X amount sold, they're sold out. So if anyone's looking to get those guys, I would probably get them sooner rather than later. That way, they don't sell out. But they're gonna have, we're gonna have so many athletes, so many, cool vendors giving away stuff. I mean, we're gonna have almost 300 vendors at the show of, all different things: Pokemon, sports cars, memorabilia. I mean, you name it, they're gonna be there. So it's really gonna be a super fun weekend. We have the day split up for Saturday. A couple of the athletes are coming, then the rest are coming Sunday. So some people want to come both days. Some people just want to come one or the two. But like I said, kids are free under the age of 12 years old. So, we want your kids to come. I think it's going to be a great event. A lot of vendors are giving away free packs of cards to kids under 12 years old as well to kind of get them in the hobby. So, really fun, good family event that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, Kirby, you did. You're a big card guy, right?
Pardon me?
Kirby's a big card guy. He used to do that.
I was going to ask this, so I'd be remiss to not ask this. Thank you, Nick. That was a nice segue there, Andrew. We have some big-time collectors in our community. You mentioned not even just sports cards, Pokemon cards, all that.
Yep.
What was your big collection growing up? Like, what's your big item that you have now? How big of a collector are you yourself?
Yeah, so I've been collecting since I was really like 5-6 years old. Like my mom and dad got me into this thing years and years and years ago. I'm originally from Philadelphia, so I'm a huge Philly guy. So I got tons of Phillies, Eagles, obviously.
Eagles,
no.
Yeah, big Eagles fan right here. Big Eagles fan.
No. You're outnumbered.
Yeah, big Eagles fan. The only team that I kind of switched from Philadelphia to Florida, has been the Panthers. But outside the Panthers, I'm all Philadelphia still.
We do give the Eagles credit around here. The Eagles general manager and run team is how the Panthers are run. So
I was gonna say I see such similarities between the Eagles and the Panthers and what both GMs have done to create these teams that they're creating, and it is pretty cool to see. I mean, not too often do your favorite teams win championships in the same year, so I'm pretty lucky.
My brother's an Eagles fan, and I'm a Cowboys.
Cowboys. Well, I feel for you. Then I feel for you.
Oh, trust me, we've been feeling it
growing up. Everyone around us.
Yeah, but that's why I started this show. In all honesty, I remember go into these card shows at the Carl Springs, Curl Square Mall, 20, 30 years ago, and they would shut down half the mall and vendors would be set up in between, all the stores in the mall, and a couple of your favorite, Marlins or Panthers would come and do autographs. And we just haven't seen that over the past 10 years. And it's definitely, coming back a little bit more than it was a little bit before COVID, after COVID. So that's why I started this show is I wanted to bring back that old school vibe that we had when we were kids. And that's what we've done. And we were able to, scale it much larger and bigger. And that's why we're at where we're at this year. And like I said, next year should be even better.
That's awesome.
I used to collect cards when I was a kid. I was a big baseball fan growing up. And when the Marlins were, they actually had talent, although now they kind of do. I used to collect these. I think it was Giancarlo Stanton, and when he was making his AA stint, I had that. I had a Jose Fernandez when I actually got them both to sign that. And then I had this really cool. Remember Chris Bryant? How hyped up he was.
Like on the Cubs, right?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I had his rookie card. I'm like, this guy's gonna be so fucking good.
Yeah,
it's gonna be so. I'm like, what the hell?
I mean, he had a great career. I mean, he well, I don't know how many times he was an All-Star, but he's definitely a good player. So
yeah,
no, that kind of pissed me off. I thought that was going to be a lot.
I did have a Deion Sanders rookie card, and I do.
Well, that's a good one right there too. Yeah, people always ask me, people always say they have a ton of cards back home, and when they were kids, and they said, well, what's valuable? What's worth something? I always tell them it's one of three things: either rookie cards, autographed cards, or numbered cards. If you have one of those three things, they're going to be worth something. They say, outside of that, unfortunately, there's not much value. But if you have any rookies, especially any autographed cards or, cards that are numbered out of 10, 25, whatever it might be, those are the ones that hold value, whether they're current cards or cards from 20 years ago. Those are the ones that really hold value.
What was your favorite card? The one that sticks in my mind was Pavel Bure with the roller skates on. That was one of my
favorite. I used to be a huge Russian Rocket fan, man. I used to love Pavel Bure.
That was one. And that was when he was with Vancouver before Florida. So he's got like a favorite card or something like that.
A favorite. I mean, I have a Mike Schmidt rookie card that he actually autographed when I met him a few years ago. So that might be my favorite card I own. I mean, just to have a Mike Schmidt rookie is very hard to get, and then to get him to autograph it on top of it, that was pretty special. So that of all my cards, that's probably I'm a really big memorabilia guy. So I have a ton of memorabilia, but actual cards, that's probably my favorite card I own.
I think Schmidt, he was involved in the hobby card industry a lot. He'd do a lot of signings and different things like that.
Yeah, no, he's been great for the hobby. Unfortunately, he's going through a little bit of health issues now, but over the past 5-10 years, he was always at like the big national show, and that they have usually in Chicago. He's always there doing autographs. He does a lot of stuff in Philadelphia. He's been great for sure.
Yeah.
Is there any particular player or athlete that you remember has come into that's wowed you, that's done above and beyond for the community?
Well, the one that I met for this year's show has been, Paige Van Zandt. I was, in all honesty, she's been very, very big on her social medias. She does a lot of stuff outside of just, her slap box and UFC fighting. When I first spoke to her and told her about the show and that we would love to have her, I asked, it's like, hey, all these athletes were, they're telling us how much money they want for the show and what they're expecting. And she said to me, she goes, Andrew, I don't want anything. I'll do this for free.
I love that.
I'm like, for free? She goes, I'm in such a good spot financially. The last thing I need or want to do is charge my own fans to meet me and get my autographs. So she goes, I want to do this completely free. Well, I said, if you're going to do it for free, I'm not going to charge anyone. So we'll do your sign. And that really blew me away. Just spoke volume as to who her and her husband, Austin, who they are as people. I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah. If we could talk about football for a sec, since we touched on the subject here. Caesar here has been trying to sell me on the idea of the Dallas Cowboys making the playoffs this year.
I said making the playoffs.
Zero chance.
I figured that.
I think Andrew's being a little bit biased, but
you know how hard it is to be a Panther fan and then go watch Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys do what they do. I mean, it's the complete opposite. It's so
It's a hard adjustment.
Listen, I'm waiting for breaking news to hit that Micah Parsons is now an Eagle. I'm just waiting for that to happen. So.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh. I think I'd quit actually at that point. I think I'd be done. You'd better take that fucking hat off.
After what we did with Saquon last year, I wouldn't be surprised if we do it to Parsons this year.
What do you think he'd fetch? Could you imagine?
I mean, he's going to go down as the highest paid defensive player by far once this is all said, which he deserves. I mean, the guy's an animal. He's an absolute beast on the field. But I'm shocked that Dallas is doing what they're doing and not paying him. I don't see how they contend by not having him on the field. That's one of the guys like you just bite the bullet and you pay the guy obviously.
But see, you know how Jerry operates. When have you not seen Jerry not pay a guy? He's always paid. He's always paid.
He pays too late, though, unfortunately.
Lamb, he paid Dak. I mean,
and then we end up paying him 10 times more than what we were going
to say. He pays him too late. Yeah, he pays him too late.
The circus doesn't help to create the winning environment. That's the part that's where.
No, I agree. I agree, and I think we all can agree on that.
I was looking for that culture last night.
But it also, the general manager, or not the general, the agents, you got to give them credit because they're, it also involves them too. So they want to get the most and the maximum of what they can get to players.
It's interesting in hockey. It's such a different league with the cap that how it's run in football and guys holding out and different things. In football, like you're putting your body in the line. You are in hockey as well, obviously, but just how it's worked and structured in hockey, it doesn't kind of carry over to in basketball, demanding trades and things like that come out of kind of left field on certain players. So it's interesting in the game of hockey that we have a lot of fans in our community, Andrew, and they try to compare it to the game of hockey and the contrast. You can't really. It's apples and oranges, Well,
I mean, it's so unfortunate how underpaid the hockey players are. I mean, they put their bodies through more than any other sport, especially during the playoff time.
Hardest playoffs in all of
I mean, it's embarrassing, to be honest with you, of what they pay these guys. If you look, I saw a really cool statistic a couple weeks ago, and it was how much people are watching All-Star games and playoffs. Obviously, NFL was number one, and number two, I was kind of surprised, was the NHL. It actually surpassed NBA and Major League Baseball for their All-Star and then the playoffs. So, if they're bringing that type of attendance to viewership, how do you not pay these guys, or at least pay them, I mean, they're not even comparable to any of these other sports. I mean, you got guys that are on, barely playing 1 minute in the NBA making more than the highest paid NHL player.
I think it's more guaranteed in the NBA than it is any other sport too. So.
It's a joke. I mean, I hope that they figure that out. The hockey players deserve to be paid top dollar, just like all these other athletes are. So hopefully they can figure.
And I think one of the things
revenue there too, Nick. I think,
and I think one of the other things that separate hockey in general. I know this doesn't equate to salary, but can with revenue is like the international play. Like you cannot replicate the international play, and that's what I like. I think we were talking about Kirby about the format of not really talking about it, but people had some opinions on how the Olympic play or international play is set up format wise. I think one of the things that separates the NHL from everybody else is you can't replicate that, the intensity of it. I also think the culture of hockey, I know there's pros and cons to it, right? But I just think the way they put their bodies on the line for their country, number one, and number two, like, you take a look, NBA is trying to do the same thing. Like they were trying to do an international tournament. How would that even work out? It wouldn't.
Well, look how successful the Four Nations was. I mean, that was unbelievable. That Four Nations tournament they just had. I don't remember the numbers, but it brought viewership, close to the same as other playoffs have done for other sports. And this was just a fun tournament that they put together for 4 countries. I actually flew to Boston to go to the games. I was so excited to go check them out. The NHL did a phenomenal job on putting that together, and I hope they continue that.
Yeah, we did coverage on that this year, and a lot of our fans were like, I don't know what to expect from this. Is it going to be an exhibition? It's going to be
Kirby and I were on the other.
That was great hockey. That hockey was unbelievable to watch.
It was from the start of the Sweden-Canada game. From the puck drop, the intensity, the atmosphere in the building, you could feel it on TV. I mean, like, no other sport can recreate that. Nevertheless, just for an all-star game, right?
Yeah.
So, or in place of an all-star game, I think that's what really makes it special. And I think we should do more of it. I think one of the biggest travesties over the last decade and with the pandemic and everything, is that there hasn't been international play. Number one for the fans, but for the players, there's a lot of players, Kirby, you guys, like, they didn't have a chance to play international because their careers lined up where they would have made a Team Canada, and now they're a little bit older and they're not as primed to make it, right? I mean, look, Jonathan Huberdeau would have been Team Canada if they were playing.
Would have been a first-line left winger if it was
first-line left winger for Team Canada a couple years ago when they were going to have the 2022 Olympics. Was it in Beijing, I think? And then they canceled it, obviously. And there's multiple reasons for that. But, I mean, just a lot of guys kind of got screwed, and I think it's good for the NHL now that we're starting to see more of it, because I went for the longest.
Best on best.
Like, I went for the longest time. Last thing I remember was the World Cup, the World Cup of Hockey, something like that.
2017,
something of hockey.
Yeah, World Cup of Hockey.
Yeah, that's what it was, like with North America and all that, and that was a lot of fun to watch. So I think
it's fun when they represent their countries. They go full force, put full effort. It's really cool to watch that.
Yeah,
and I think
what was that like in Boston?
Oh, I mean, as close to the NHL, Cup finals in Florida, if not louder, possibly. Especially that USA Canada game. That was one of the most insane atmospheres I've ever seen in my life.
Was that the gold medal game?
Yeah, gold medal. It was absolutely. I mean, just literally some of the best hockey I've ever seen. You really see people, regardless if you're a Panthers fan or a Toronto Maple Leafs fan or a Boston Bruins fan, you're rooting for your country. So all the guys that were on Team USA, we were rooting together, and it was really, really cool. Something special to go see. And I hope they continue it. That's for sure.
I'm interested to see what it is going to be in Milan, because Matthew Tkachuk, obviously, it's kind of weird, this whole full circle. His injury started at that Four Nations with Brandon Hagel. Now there's a question. Kirby had some opinions on Matthew Tkachuk playing in the Olympics.
Well, no, I just think that this timeline announcement is kind of like, I put a three-peat up there, and a lot of fans are debating right now, but like three-peat, this is historic right now with this team. And we know how Matthew Tkachuk, I'm Canadian, we know how Matthew Tkachuk is with his nation, and I understand that. But when you have this injury and stuff, it's going to be hard to really facilitate a gold medal in a Stanley Cup. People say don't count him out. Okay, fine. But I just think it's a very hard timeline right now to match on this. And I'm a Panther fan first and foremost, over everything. And I'm like,
well, yeah, it also doesn't help. It also doesn't help he doesn't play for Team Canada. So I'm sure that.
But my answer would be the same on that, Nick.
Well, yeah, I would. I don't know. I'm kind of like, it's kind of weird. We've been so bad for so long and like so mediocre. Now people are talking. It's not like just like the Blackhawks in the 2010s or the Lightning just recently. Like, we can really get into that Oilers Islanders tier from the 80s, and that's
they got a legitimate shot going 3 in a row. They legitimately have a shot. I mean, they have such a great team. Obviously, Bobrovsky with his goaltending, he could continue to do what he's doing for one more season. We brought back so many of the players, as you guys know. And there's a chance to three-peat. This is the team to do it. So.
And I think the rest of the league is kind of
the rest of the league is leaving it open for the Panthers.
Oh yeah. I mean, Toronto got worse, in my opinion. Boston's terrible. Rangers got worse.
Montreal's better, but I don't think they're ready yet. They're not.
I don't think they could compete with the Panthers, though. That's the most important part. So as I told all my buddies, this year and the year before, if we play our game and the game that they play, there's no one beating them. So they just got to continue to do that.
I think at this point,
the two things, Nick, that could beat ourselves this season is ourselves and the injury thing. You got to really.
Well, injuries, injury. That's with any team. If any team's injured, they got no shot.
Yeah,
and I think the thing that worries me is, okay, we've done this 3 years in a row. This fatigue, if it does, when does it start to set in? And obviously, it's not just the cup runs. It's 82 game seasons. Tampa didn't have that. They had the long periods of rest in between from the COVID to the 56 game year. But not only do you have the 82 game years and 3 straight cup runs, you have the Olympics and the Four Nations and all this other stuff. So, I mean, that's my concern is, number one, fatigue and injury could hamper it. But again, I thought that was going to be the case last year. And we just didn't.
These guys are so well tuned and so in shape that they'll play 100 games a year if they have to.
And the Paul Maurice training camp.
Exactly. I'm very good friends with Ryan Lumberg, and I see him quite often, and we hang out quite a bit. He'll actually be at the show. Looking forward to that. The shape that guy is in, and just to show the shape that these hockey players are built, it's another level. I mean, you just give the guy a hug, and you just feel muscles upon muscles. It's just insane how these guys are built. So they can sustain those long seasons. They could do the 4 nations. They're in their head, if they got to win, they'll do whatever it takes.
Yeah, I mean, I could speak for me and Caesar. You've been here, Kirby. You've watched all 30 years, and just being in the building, like for Game 6, I wasn't there for Game 7 last year. Being in the building Game 6 this year, it's like, oh my!
Oh, insane!
It was
Yeah,
unreal, and it's
just having you at the parade too, experiencing that with us. It was just emotions. Just being able to take it all in and just enjoying the moments, right? And I think that's what I've done this year, with everything that's gone on the social media platform and everything, but just like being able to take every moment, not only just with the players, but with the fans, because we truly deserve this, especially for so many years. We've been so bad, so bad. How many
only
times?
been a fan for 3 years, Caesar. That's what the people on Twitter say.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean, it's definitely good to see. It's good to see that Benny Viola has done an amazing job, and he continues. He wants to win 3 in a row. He's talked about it, and and he does everything that he can to get these players to stay in Florida. The training facility, the way they built that, just being able to get the players to be able to condition themselves, not only condition themselves, but have them be treated the way they needed to be treated, right? You're being able to recover the way they need to be recovered, being able to come to the practice in your golf cart, bike, or even jog to the rink, right? So I think all of that has compiled for us to have a championship pedigree. And, shouts out to Benny Viola for everything that they've done.
Yeah. Hopefully the Dallas Cowboys can follow that, Kirby.
My Eagles are.
Well, Cowboys have world-class facilities.
They do, but
it's so nice you could tour them.
Yeah,
premium price probably like $100 or something.
That kind of
but also, just to talk about that, Caesar, like everything. It's just the culmination of everything. Like that, those 2 weeks following winning the cup, and even just the cup run itself. I mean, the ups and downs. Like I remember, it was Game 4 against Tampa. It was at home. We were down 2-1 with like 5 minutes left, or like 3 minutes left. Aaron Ekblad should have been kicked out of the game. First of all, he scores to tie it. Then it gets called back for offsides. Then he ties it, and then we haven't even sat down yet. And 11 seconds later, Seth Jones, our guy Kirby, freaking just, oh my gosh, like I've never, unreal. Like I remember from the Boston thing 3 years ago to the Matthew Tkachuk series winner against Carolina. I mean, I remember like just, hey, can we win a series, damn it? Like I'd like to see an overtime winner, right? Like at home. And now it's just crazy to see what everything's happened. We're legit now. It's
sure are.
Weird as shit. But Andrew, we appreciate you coming on, man.
I love you guys' show. I love everything you guys are about. I appreciate your support for our show. I hope to see you guys and everyone else there. Should be a really fun weekend. So thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Before you go, where can everyone follow you again, Andrew?
Yep, thehobbycardshow.com. Social media, same thing, The Hobby Card Show. We're blasted all over the local stores and shops, Caneswear, all the local card shows. Just come on out. I promise, you won't leave empty-handed or sad. It's going to be a really fun day, couple days events, and come meet, your favorite players.
Yeah, go up to those. Say hi to Andrew. Say Cats and Rats sent you. Go ahead.
Yes, and for two of those, we appreciate it, Andrew. For actually 2 of those winners, we're going to be announcing the winner of the ticket giveaway we were doing. So we appreciate you, Andrew, for partnering with us for that.
Anytime. Like I said, I appreciate you guys and hope to see you and everyone in 2 weeks.
Of course.
Yep, I'll definitely be there. I'll see you. Can't wait to meet you too as well.
Same, man. Appreciate it. Come say hello for sure. I'll be in the building, so come say hi.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. I appreciate everything. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, boss. Take care. So we're gonna get a word from our sponsor real quick, Caneswear, and then we're going to announce the contest giveaways and a couple of other words. So let's just hear a word from our sponsor, Caneswear.
Panthers fever is here. Are you geared up? Caneswear in Davie is the place for all your Florida Panthers needs. They have the latest gear for our favorite NHL team. Jerseys, polos, t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and more. Caneswear has you covered. Stop by their store in Davie or at pantherswear.com. Again, that's pantherswear, WEAR.com for all your Panthers gear.
And
Thank you very much. And Kirby, you have a word from our other sponsor?
hey, Panther fans in South Florida need real estate help? Check out Jeremy Beckham with Next Home Treasure Coast. It's a boutique service with a personal touch. Jeremy and his team put humans over houses, working hard for you whether you're buying or selling. Ready to move? Hit up BeckSellsFLA.com. Again, that's BeckSellsFLA.com or call 772-475-5371. Now you'll be glad you did. Nick, go ahead.
Kirby, take a look here at the chat there. We have the contest winners. Just want you to confirm that there. In partnership with our sponsor, Caneswear, we're going to be having a bunch of autographed items, 8x10 photos. We already gave the 8x10 photo of Jonah Gadjevich away. So congratulations to that winner there. Also, Nico Mikkola, which is going to be announced soon. We showed it here. Here we are right now. There you go. We're going to announce the rules for that giveaway soon. And that, Kirby, actually is going to be international eligible. So if you are not in the United States, we're still going to be have a chance to win it if you follow the rules. I'm also Etu Losterinen and Anton Lundell. And we just mentioned, appreciate Andrew Hoffman for coming on. We really enjoyed the conversation. Coming to the Broward County Convention Center on August 23rd and 24th, as well as we're going to be giving away free tickets to the show, which we're going to do right now, and also maybe some other autographed items. So we'll see there.
Do we have the promo codes there too, Nick?
And in the promo codes here, just give me 1 second, Kirby. Yes. So if you want to go to the website there, actually the August 10th one, I believe it expires today. But if you would like here, Caneswear and Davie is offering a 10% coupon for our subscribers from August 1st through August 10th, either online or in person. August 10th is today. So just provide the code TEACH10. That's all caps. So Caesar will put that in the chat.
We got one from the hobby card as well.
And we also have one from the hobby card. 20% off on the hobby card show, August 23rd and 24th, using the code BTU2025, also in all caps. So,
just on the front, we've already reached out to them there, Nick. A lot of people didn't follow the rules. The ones that did reach out to us on the Wingers episode, I think those names have been drawn. So,
and is it the one I showed you in the chat just now?
That's not their screen names, so we need their screen names there. I think it was Marine Mom, and then I don't have the other one there in front of me, but they commented the other day there. So those were the winners.
Well, the
in the Wingers episode.
The Wingers episode. So want me to go take
only a few of them there, but we were only giving away 2 pairs. So
2 pairs, yes, for right now. Give me a moment here. We don't have that actually in front of us here at the moment, but also
I'll put it in the ad description.
Okay, you'll put it in the ad description. Perfect. Also, courtesy of the Cats and Rats podcast, we will be giving away a pair of club level tickets to a Florida Panthers game in Club Section 33 to a lucky subscriber. That giveaway and those rules will be announced as we get closer to the dates, obviously. The winner will get a pair of club tickets for one of the following games: the October 9th versus the Philadelphia Flyers, October 11th versus the Ottawa Senators, or October 28th against the Anaheim Ducks. So,
question on the screen there from Lucas. Our next contest is going to be the Nico Mikkola contest. You are going to enter on our next podcast episode here on the YouTube channel. We have a special guest lined up.
Yes, we have a special guest lined up for that one. So we're going also to announce the hobby card show ticket giveaways. We're going to put that in the description.
Yeah, we're moving past that now.
We're moving past that now, but we appreciate it, everybody. And yeah, I mean, kind of to piggyback off what we were just talking about, guys. Like, I wanted to just say one thing about the Cowboys for Caesar 7-10. Book it. But Just talking about
I've already told you, Nick. If we start winning and we make the playoffs, I don't want to hear it.
and then who's going to be in a good spot up here when it comes to January? Me, because I know this. I'll either be pleasantly surprised or I won't be shocked at all. Either way, I can't get this.
I'll make a community bet with a Dolphin fan or something, maybe.
I already have a bet with
they're not winning.
One of our Cats and Rats guys.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. What's his name? Oh my gosh.
Our moderator. I don't know where you're going.
Yeah, moderator.
Ryan, David.
Ryan.
Okay, Ryan.
How did I forget his name? Yeah. So Ryan and I have a little wager there. So
if you come at me with a community bet, I'm pretty well undefeated. I think I only lost one in a football playoff one. It almost came down to a tiebreaker.
We don't have the bell on here, Kirby.
Yeah.
We don't have the bell on here.
The bell, yeah, right.
So take a look.
Oh, we got Chris there.
Oh gosh, don't even mention. I looked at that on Twitter last night on CD Lamb. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're such a joke.
it was
like,
so hilarious. I'm not gonna lie.
That's our season. That's like what the last couple. Like that's the microcosm of the Dallas Cowboys, right?
It's with its hand up in the air, like yeah. Then all of a sudden,
boom.
It happens to other teams. It happens to like DJ Metcalf and Deshaun Jackson. But we're the Cowboys, so if it happens,
DK Metcalf.
It'll get shown every.
Oh, don't mention Deshaun Jackson. That guy gives me freaking nightmares. He used to torment the Cowboys.
No, but he held that one over the goal line, and then he lost.
And then he drops it. Yep.
Yeah, we still got blown out that game.
Did we? I don't remember. Oh man, but no, but yeah, if football's back, we do have our Cats and Rats Fantasy Football League. I think we have everyone locked in for that. The draft will be at the end of the month. We will try to get people into the hockey league if there is any openings. But
thank you for that, by the way. Because I can't tell you how many fantasy leagues I've had. People are just so anxious to get it started. And we end up doing it before preseason starts or like preseason week 1. And then my guy gets hurt and I'm screwed.
Yeah,
I that always used to be like, why don't we just wait? Like,
everyone wants to.
That's why I always tell my leagues, I'm like, just wait till like the week starts because you never know what injury.
We usually do it the Tuesday. We usually do it the Tuesday before
on the weekend because usually people aren't available in our community, and that makes sense. We do it in the evening, but also that Thursday game sometimes it doesn't count or start too late on a draft.
No, when we do it, we usually do it Tuesday, the 2 days before the Thursday night season opener. So,
but sometimes these league settings, they don't count that game or whatever. Baseball, be it football, and then everyone's like, "What the heck? Why is it not counting that?"
Speaking of baseball, how about those Braves, Caesar?
Yeah, I don't see Cody here.
No,
I mean, he's been very quiet. I know he was talking crap about our Cowboys last night, but. I mean, he hasn't said anything about the Marlins.
Trust me.
We heard a lot about the Marlins and great series victory over the Yankees, by the way. We might have saw a World Series matchup with the Blue Jays and Dodgers just happen here. And so that could be potential there. I know everyone that hates Toronto. But
as we're speaking, the Braves are whooping the Marlins 7-1. And the Marlins
where's my broom when I need it?
Oh, my gosh.
The broom. They're bringing the brooms out. Okay.
So, you know what? That playoff hopes of the Marlins seem to
our moderators and Cody and others aren't here today because they're watching a Dolphins preseason game.
Oh yeah, that's right.
These special guests that we
I told Ryan,
we don't know who's going to show up on these shows. And one time
I told Ryan, I'm like, it's preseason. Get a grip, dude.
Right?
Get a grip. It's preseason.
We might get an alumni member or former Panther, show up on one of these shows, and you ain't going to be here.
We'll see.
Huh?
It's all right. I understand, but how many division titles do we have? And the Marlins do have. We're tied. We have the same amount of World Series, so
the Braves. They were such a model franchise, but they couldn't get over the hump like in the playoffs. I'm trying.
They're like San Jose.
They were a higher level than the San Jose.
Yeah, San Jose.
Sharks.
Yeah.
Washington before
but the Sharks never won though.
Well, the Braves won a couple years ago, right?
Yeah. They won.
So then they're like, I'll say Washington.
2022.
Did the Braves win one? Did they won one in the 90s?
Yeah. But I'm talking
95.
about
the Sharks never won.
Yeah, I'm talking even about the current day Braves.
I'm going back to when they're a model franchise.
Yeah. When they had
Red Wings, but Detroit Red Wings won where the Braves only won the one. Somewhere in that realm.
Right.
Yeah, they would always
today. I mean, they have all the talent in the world. They accumulate a lot of talent. They do a really good job. Model franchise, do this, that, the other thing.
I think we said to Andrew there, Caesar, I think model franchise. You can compare the Eagles. I hate to say that, and the Panthers,
Yep.
but I think the Chiefs and the Panthers, because now
Yep.
the Panthers are winning. Winning, and it's like we're in the Chiefs territory now.
We are, and it's
Soon we'll be in the Patriots territory. Everybody,
now
stay
if the
tuned for that
Eagles
one.
win another one, then people are going to say the Eagles over the Chiefs. But you know what I mean.
Well, they're better than us according to the ESPYs. So,
well, I mean, that's all voted by fans. So, but we won't go there because I've already did my rant.
I liked it. So but we have special guests ahead here on both of our podcast platforms. Anything else, gentlemen, before we'll have After Dark return this fall, so we'll be back.
Yes, we're looking forward to that as I get ready to. You're not going to see this background of me anymore. I'm sorry, everybody.
Oh, really?
No, I'm going back this week. So.
Oh, that's right.
I'm going back to Tampa. So everybody who loves this background,
if you are back,
hey, but you are. I want you to wear that hat proud. I want you to go out and just.
I was wearing it last year.
Yeah, but even more so this year. Even more so this year.
Our great diehard who's in here always in our chat. Appreciate you, diehard. You were harping on me the other day. Kirby, why are you wearing the 2024 hat? I just got the 2024 hat, diehard. Relax. I don't get the 2025 gear right away. I'll get it throughout the year.
It's like a video. Kirby treats
I
it like
paid
a video
$50
game.
for a T-shirt.
He treats it like a video game. You wait a year,
well,
and then you wait till it's cheaper. Then you go. So
or don't buy that game that year. Buy it the next year.
So people in our community, if they want to see Kirby with new memorabilia, then they need to send them. They need to send them stuff. Come on. Let's go.
So what Kirby does, it's like a video game. He waits for so we'll just play the last year's game for right now. Yeah. And then when next year's game comes out, he'll always be a year behind, but he gets it for cheaper.
Yeah. That's what me and my brother, we would skip a year and then get the year after. Sometimes we would skip a year and just play that game.
Do that also. If you want when we win our...
So are we going to win in 2026?
So when we win in 2026, Kirby's going to get this one right here.
Okay, get that. I'll get that head of the 20.
Okay. And then 2027, I'll get 2026, so on and so forth.
We're spoiled. We're spoiled. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Better us than Toronto. So.
Yeah, it is. It's true. It's true. But yeah, don't forget to guys, tomorrow episode with Anthony DeClaire, 7 p.m. Eastern. Go check it out on all your platforms. It'll be on Spotify and iTunes as well.
It's going to be, just to jump in, it's going to be on YouTube. They can jump in on the live chat.
Yes, it'll be a
live, but the episode is live, and you can chat with the community.
Yeah, if somebody starts replying to your comments, I think that's a little bit freaky, but
I've done that before. They're like, Kirby, you're not on screen right now? No, we're not live.
No, sometimes
episode, I think.
And sometimes I jump in there on the live chat and then just interact with the fans and stuff.
Yeah, it's fun to do. We're going to do that with our special guest probably this week on Tuesday evening is probably going to be our release date.
Yes.
Likely.
We're looking very much forward to that.
So definitely. Anything else, gentlemen?
It's chicken cutlet night, boys. So I'm getting ready to go here.
Don't even bring up the chicken cutlets. Yeah. Come on, really?
It's for my birthday. Early.
We're gonna get Nick a chicken cutlet poster when he's back in Tampa or whatever, Caesar, and he can put it in his background. That's what his background should. Chicken cutlet, some poster. Someone can make that up, right? Custom made.
Somebody.
Maybe a two. Yeah.
Somebody, not anybody I know.
No. Okay. Sure. Nick knows everyone. No.
Believe that.
He does.
Believe that.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, Caesar, take it away.
Yep. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been fun. It's been awesome. Look forward to you guys tuning into the Big C show as well. Tune in as well to the Cats and Rats podcast. They have an awesome guest coming up this week. You don't want to miss either or. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends and family.
And thank you for 1,100 subscribers. We just reached that the other day. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it.
I'm almost up to 1,000, so we really appreciate it.
Yeah,
we really appreciate it, guys. Yep. Thank you, guys. Till next time, let's go, Cats.
What's up, Cats and Rats fans? If you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button before you head out. If you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify, make sure you leave us a 5-star review. And just like always, let's go Cats.